Hi, Internet. Welcome
Hi, Internet.
to Evrand number 93. We're eking in on Evrand number 100. So yeah, we are still doing the remote social distancing thing. We may be shifting that in a couple weeks from now. So don't worry, proper precautions will be taken. So fear not, Internet. We will. Everybody's been social distancing and quarantining. I'll snap everybody's temperature when they come to the house.
Yep. If anybody's not feeling good, we'll avoid
We'll
each
just
other.
not do it. Yeah, so we're going to make it work. Plus, I've been at my office where they consider what is 6 feet social distancing. And they had to go through a lot of painstaking regulatory things to make that happen. And I'm pretty sure that our setup is pretty damn close to what they're counting as 6 feet. So,
There we go.
anyway, that being said, let's talk about this because we haven't played in a week because of a hurricane. And that was a lot. So the party last time headed to Castle Ravenloft. They were doing some recon the day before they're expected for dinner. So they still have roughly 12 to 24 hours or so before they're expected for dinner. They decided, let's do as much recon of the castle as we can find. Maybe we can get who we need, find them, and get out. But then how do we get out? What? Just lots of things, lots of questions. Let's get some answers. So they snuck in through some misinterpreted structural setups of the castle, and eventually made their way inside, coming in through basically the crypts. Saw a whole bunch of like mausoleums and stuff down there, and they like saw a couple sketchy things, and they're like, "Nope, we're out." And then they had a really long walk up a very long tower, and then a really long descent, a really short descent down the same tall tower, and found themselves following a kind of stream of water that was sort of running through the center of the castle, and it kind of ended and like poured into a tub full of blood, and some weird creepy spirit thing jumped up out of it. And then they kind of followed this pool of blood to a room where they were sucked down the drain, Super Mario Brothers Super Show style. And they found an individual kind of chained up with these similar, almost too cool to actually exist in the world chains, in like around like just a bunch of viscera and refuse and water pouring down on top of them. They were able to free said creature person. Turns out that this individual seems to be the one they're looking for based on the kind of pull from the pendant that they have. They've learned that this individual's name is Neville, and they cut him apart to remove the chains.
It seemed necessary.
And then I don't actually remember where we ended. Did you put it back together? Or were you guys just like hanging out right there? I don't remember.
We were gonna leave. And
Okay.
put it back together.
Yeah, we were backtracking and then regrouping.
Okay. So what I'll say is you're able to, I think you did, come up with like some means of like transporting him. Did you do that or no?
Yeah, I think we threw him in a backpack.
Yeah, I'm imagining like C-3PO in like Cloud City. Yeah, oh that's right, you're a gorilla. I forgot.
I'm a gorilla with him strapped on.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're all good to go.
Yeah, so he's basically, he is like C-3PO in Chewbacca's backpack. Legs and arms sticking out at weird angles on the back of a gorilla. And you guys are planning to leave. So, diving back into... Oh, you know what? Let me before we dive into tonight's episode, if you're new to the channel, well, welcome, first of all. And if you're a regular and you're unaware, there's a giveaway going on. Well, I thought that was supposed to work. There's a giveaway going on right now where you can go ahead and enter to win yourself one of the physical copies of... It's not like live right now, but it's going on. It's a Gleam giveaway for Mythic Odysseys of Theros, the limited edition cover, which is just oh so nice.
It's very nice.
Let me see if I can just update. The giveaway thing should be all set, so I don't know why that didn't work. But either way, oh, well, let's try it again. It's cool. You just have to follow the Twitch channel, which is why you'll probably see a lot of people popping in and out of here in the next time we're here. But it's also, look at this. Look at this.
That's so cool.
This shiny.
You love the mat cover.
Look at
Can I
that.
enter the giveaway?
I guess.
Technically.
I'm not gonna stop you.
Technically.
might just-
I already follow the channel.
So you don't have to be a new follower to enter. You can be an existing follower to enter any of our giveaways, folks. It's not new.
Yeah,
So this is the
we want you
standard-
to see following.
This is the standard cover here with Polykranos, the major Hydra villain or one of the major mythical Hydra beasts, and then they did a much more like space cool Hydra here, and then they've got the 4 major Theros gods on the back here. Very nice.
Much cooler, much better.
Yeah. Anyway. So, what is your escape plan? How are you thinking about escaping from Stroud's castle?
Well, since we kind of hopped into the pipe, we don't really know where we are.
There was a door. You know there's a door that takes you out. But you don't... Yeah, I guess what you're saying. You don't know where you are.
Yeah, so once we get our bearings in the castle, then I feel like we could come up with a plan.
Right.
Okay.
And
But
I think
there's this door.
yeah. Well, the general idea is find a window, Rick spider walk out of it, me fly out of it, Clyde gorilla jump out of it.
Well, I was gonna say,
Climb.
do
Climb.
we think that we have a wall near us that leads to the outside, or do you think we're in like the center?
There's just no way to tell.
No way of knowing. So I guess
I could just start punching walls. Me and you, Rick, we could just start punching walls.
Yeah, gorilla,
Why don't-
I agree.
why don't we-
Punching is good.
why don't we
But
that plan B, and let's work on plan A.
is plan A this
Turned
door?
into a gorilla yet? Have I turned into a gorilla yet?
I don't know.
You said that... I'm pretty sure you
I
had...
feel like we would have figured out our plan before. the
Would
gorilla-
we have?
Would you have...
trying to give us the benefit of the doubt?
No. No.
Probably
I think
I'm pretty sure I said I turned into a gorilla at the end of last week.
I think that was what you did. That was why we have this visual to start.
Guys, we're jumpers. Let's go.
Go check to see if that door is trapped.
I'm gonna check the door for traps.
Okay.
Natural 20.
So it is not trapped.
All right.
All right.
Cut my hand and place it on the door.
All right, you do so, and the door kind of just like it's you can kind of feel it almost like it's like drinking the blood from your hand as you touch it, and
Does it sound like the healing dice?
it sounds just like the dice.
Just
Just all sorts of weird slurpy sounds, and the door's just like,
Like that.
and then it slides up.
I'm sorry.
I peeked down the hallway. What's down the hallway?
All right, let me get to my map of Castle Strahd. Castle Evrand here real quick. So I can... Oh, I gotta remember where I made up this freaking room. Oh yeah, I was using D&D Beyond for that because it was way easier. Stand by. I remember generally where you guys are, but... Well, thank you for the subscription. Welcome, everybody.
Zantilo.
Yeah. All right, let's get to your Castle Ravenloft maps somewhere. Here. Okay, these are just the worst.
So Ravenloft is complex.
Yeah, well, the maps, I thought I had... Okay.
So, real quick, a larder is like a closet, right?
Where you keep food.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I just noticed this now, but map 11 is called The Larders of Ill Omen. And that's a little melodramatic.
Mm.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say we're near a larder, and I was about to be like, let's go get some food.
I don't think this is the place to eat.
Ill Omen.
I'm a gorilla now, and I have a big tummy, so
Yeah.
agree to disagree.
You could eat one good berry though.
I could eat 10 good berries.
Yes, but you could just eat one and be satisfied.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean that's none of that is incorrect. All right. Where the hell are my damn maps? Why is this so freaking hard?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah, this is. I mean, she did, in fact, say that.
Sorry.
Rick, you got a little tickle?
I know, I'm alright. I just
There we go.
Gorilla Clyde pats
maybe
you
I'm
on
like
the back.
allergic to the blood, the massive amounts of blood that are.
Or the massive amounts of dust.
Yeah, it seems dusty and bloody here. It's a good. My
Yeah.
2 allergies.
Almost forms almost like a paste.
Yeah,
It
and a
congeals.
coughing paste.
Yeah. All right, let's get out of here.
Okay.
Ah.
Yeah, so that would put you
Right.
right here. Okay. Sorry, I finally got my bearings. Let me see what this actually is. So you open the door, and you come out into, surprise, surprise, a hallway.
Oh.
Oh boy!
Yep. This door's at the end of a hallway, and you can see it goes down a ways to a spiral staircase that goes up and down, and then you can see a pathway that kind of veers to the left.
From my perspective, this is the start of the hallway.
All right. Yeah, I feel that. You want
All
to
right.
try and head up the stairs?
Or we could try and head down the stairs.
Yes, Gorilla Clyde. You're very strong, and I know.
Up the stairs. You vote up the stairs.
Neville's just like, shoot a bow?
Your left
Football. Loser.
hand, G. Left, heroes go left. Okay, heroes go left. Let's go left.
Okay.
Left, up the stairs or down the stairs?
Left is down the left hallway, and not anywhere near the stairs.
All right, let's do that then.
Ah.
I checked
Okay.
down.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it it kind of curves around, and you can see from where you're at, it looks you can see like arrow slits in the wall. So you seem like, based on just where you kind of think you are, it seems like you're in more maybe like a turret, like towards a turret post. And you can see the courtyard through the arrow slits on the walls. You can see a bunch of mirrors of various sizes, some as tall as Clyde, others kind of small enough that you could fit him in a backpack.
Like, what's his name? Like Neville.
Yeah, like Neville, the backpack.
Some are more Neville sized.
Some are more Neville-sized. Some are more Neville when he's fully contained into one piece size.
Sure. Okay.
All right.
And there is no window or anything.
There's no like full-size windows. There are arrow slits.
Okay, but that's
Um,
obviously not big enough for us.
yeah, you've got so you come into the room. You've got arrow slits facing the courtyard, and then just like rando mirrors strewed about. And it's basically a square room.
And is the courtyard, like, where is the courtyard in location to the rest of the castle? Like, is it in the center? Is it in the front? Is it off to the side somewhere weird?
By the drawbridge, right?
Yeah.
So, like, are we near the outside? Can we see, like, freedom?
Like, we could probably see the drawbridge opening?
Yeah, I think you could see that. The spatial orientation of these is kind of funky, but I think so.
Okay. And how far down is the courtyard from our arrow slits?
I'm gonna say, well, there's a keen little map for that. 130 feet
130 feet down.
down, yeah.
Okay.
If you were to go out the arrow slit
Right,
Right.
right. If you just jumped. Which we won't.
and somehow fit yourself through the arrow slit.
Yes. Well, Rick might be able to.
Why don't we go back, head down the stairs, get to the main floor, and then find an exit?
That makes perfect sense to me. I was thinking the same thing.
You guys can all make me a perception check.
Oh, no. We were doing so good. We
Oh, I
went like the
could've
first
put it
15
over.
minutes without rolling anything.
I'm good at these.
You
Clyde
are
is?
good at these.
I got a 17.
I got a 14.
22.
Neville gets to roll too. He's
Does
got.
he get disadvantage because he's looking the wrong way?
You are listening, not looking.
Ooh, okay.
Neville got a 9. We're using Joe's die. Man, I tell you, the Chess X dice, these have such like crisp points. Like when I'm rolling in the felt box, like it was like tick and bounced, like it didn't like roll, like kind of like stuck on a point.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really weird. Oh, it's a whole new experience. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Anyway, so Sean, sorry, what did you say you had?
22.
22. All right, yeah, you can hear very faint, what sounds like organ music coming from the wall opposite the arrow slits.
Oh.
It's tragically sad.
You guys hear that? Your holes.
Oh no.
No, yeah,
Feelings.
Yeah, now you can all, that it's been pointed out to you and you've all quiet down, you can all hear it, and it's just like Phantom of the Opera is a little cliche, but kind of like that. Like someone tragic, like sad, like going along the keys on a pipe organ, which sounds like it might be pretty much right on the other side of the wall. Yeah, I don't think it's that cliche, Celine. I think it's a little more tragic than like, we're in a spooky castle, here's the music that you play. Like, it's a little bit different.
From music.
A little bit different.
I'm imagining Requiem for a Dream soundtrack.
That movie.
Ugh, that movie.
Chronos Quartet.
Yeah, but just with a pipe organ.
No.
So like a little bit discordant.
Yeah, okay. Fair.
Mostly
Is there a
sad.
cover of Nothing Else Matters.
What?
I like that one.
Yeah, that's it. It is. That's what it is. Strahd is a big
It's
fan.
a very sad
of-
organ version.
Yeah. You guys don't know what Metallica is, but Strahd's traveled, so he knows. This is a very sad pipe organ cover of Nothing Else Matters.
Guys, this one's real sad.
And it does. It just speaks to you. Makes my heart feel like a Led Zeppelin. It's just weighted down. Can't fly like it normally does. Let's go down those stairs, though. I don't like this
Wait,
music.
you know what? I could go check that out real quick if you want.
No, we're trying to get you out of here without running into what's his face.
You're right. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's someone else who needs help.
Look it. I smack you lightly across the face. Pap. Pay attention. Lightly.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, just enough.
This is the first time I've said that I actually wanted to help someone else, and I was being sincere.
We are in the middle of helping somebody else. This guy is cutting to parts. We are attempting to keep you specifically away from somebody. If
Okay.
you want somebody else to go look, they can go look, but you should
Okay.
be alone.
I think he is not to be trusted in these circumstances.
Says, ooh, says the gorilla without actually making any noise. Once again, remind Celine you are a gorilla. You cannot speak.
Every time I try to do things, I can't interject between these two's banter. So I have to make myself heard. And since
You are doing gorilla movements.
Yeah, no, I just want to make sure that you're not and this is purely a testament.
She's attempting to describe.
Well, no.
Physically acting out.
What I want to say is, and this is a testament to you, Celine, and some really great ideas you've had the past few episodes. They're super good ideas. I don't know if the other two would have thought of them, but you always come up with them when you can't talk. So, and that's like totally cool. And I really I'm like, damn, that's a really good way out of this conundrum that I've put them in. But you're a bird, like you can't talk. But that idea is already out there, and you can't take it back because it's already in their head now. And they're like, we would have thought of that.
If Rick wouldn't think of that.
That's true. I don't, but you didn't until she said it, and then now it's in your brain. But then it's in my brain too. And I'm like, oh, that's a pretty good idea. Anyway,
It's a good idea.
Right.
You gotta run with it.
I will also throw this out there. So one, just excellent work all around, Celine. Two, I'm going to throw this out there. People who have funky flaws and stuff, do not forget that you have them.
Right.
I'll leave that at a vagueness because anyway.
Why?
So you guys head to the staircase. It is a spiral staircase, as is Ravenloft's design structure. It goes up, it goes down. Where would you like to go? Down, I think you said?
Yeah.
Down.
Trying to get to the main level to find an exit.
Okay. So it goes down, and it's up. Okay, down to a different spot. God, I hate this map. Down to... Listen, Castlevania is easier to navigate than this fucking map. That's saying something.
Oh, I just replayed Metroid Prime, which is similar to Castlevania. It doesn't hold up anymore. It was so good for so long.
Did you play the remaster, or...?
No, just the old GameCube version.
I mean, I think Super Metroid still holds up, and it's pretty damn good.
Yes, well, Super Nintendo games tend to be. They hit the right art period.
Goes up past this. This is I hate you, fucking map. Up to 50
No,
feet.
ignore it. Take your own map.
All right, you know what, Sean? I'm just gonna tell you where you are, and you can help me figure out what the fuck this is supposed to be. We're in K64 on map 3.
3 K64.
I like how we get to watch Sean look for it.
Right?
Well, in the
That
meantime,
makes it feel like more actiony.
in the
You see
meantime,
him trying.
Gorilla Clyde got a trinket, so let's go look at what that is.
Oh!
You see what I'm saying? That staircase at the end of that hallway.
Down 40 feet to map 11.
It's exactly my point.
It just keeps sending you to different maps.
It's like
this
the
the
worst
courtyard?
choose your own adventure map. Because
It's
those
all
tell
just
you,
redirections.
they just tell you a page and then you read it. This is like, well, first you gotta find map 11.
Okay, I see where we are. We're at K68.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay.
Of course.
What's one of my favorite Ks?
Celine,
7, K60 or K83A, and then head down those stairs. That should take us to K78, and that's where we've been there, so we'll know how to get out.
yeah, Celine, roll me a D53 if you could. Oh, and Oz a D58. I managed.
26.
Okay. Do you have the harmless beetle? I don't think you do.
I don't think I do.
All right, well, this is for Clyde. A harmless beetle that flawlessly cleans dishes and silverware.
Awesome.
I love that.
All right, what did you get, Sean?
28.
Okay. A pair of boots with the soles reversed, so your tracks appear to be going in the opposite direction.
That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
I managed to add a few more, not as many as I wanted, but I did add some. Okay, so you guys are at K68. Archway leads to K69. Nice. So you guys are going to K68A. Did I hear that right?
K83A, which is the staircase down.
You do that. 'Cause this is the worst.
Yep.
You know what I need if I want to do Curse of Strahd the right way? I need a 3D map that I can take top pieces off of the map, so we can be, you are in this hallway, it goes to this hallway. Then I can look and be like, aha, then it goes here. That's the ideal way, I think, to do it, with a 3D imaged.
You're like a puzzle model, but
Yeah, like a 3D, Puzz 3D, but with Strahd's castle.
yeah.
That one's free, Wizards. You're welcome. Charge
But
people
honestly-
$200 for it, like you.
Why not?
Whatever.
Curses or Castle Ravenloft map app. Bam. And you
That
just
would
select your
also-
floors.
Yeah,
D&D map app.
yeah.
Nice.
You make a map app.
Yeah.
It rhymes. It sells itself.
The Nerd Immersion map app.
When we get to
Yeah.
K83A,
Kind of program apps.
Yes.
up the stairs, which takes us to the front door.
Oh shit.
Okay, that works. That works for me.
Right by K7. I feel like that looks to me like the front door.
Yeah, let's say that it is, because I hate this.
Yeah.
I definitely should have redesigned it, but I didn't have the time or the effort to do that. So instead, we get what it is. So yeah, you guys go to the front door. Make a stealth check. He said with full certainty that that's what he wanted to do.
What do I do as a gorilla?
You make a stealth check using the gorilla's dexterity. Are you proficient in stealth?
I don't think so, but pass without trace.
Did you cast it before you were a gorilla?
I would have. 100%. I don't know. How long does it last?
10 minutes? An hour? I don't remember.
It's an hour.
Hour? Okay.
She definitely cast
I feel
it.
like I would have casted it.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Can we say I retroactively did before we left the Neville room?
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know if I actually said it. So.
No, that's fine. So you cast it before you turn into a gorilla, which makes sense because you can't do it while you're a gorilla.
Yeah,
Right.
a gorilla.
At least not yet, anyway.
42.
Yeah, gorilla.
15.
Did you say 42?
Yes.
Go fuck yourself. This is just
15.
Oz isn't in this game. He just teleports out of this game. He's somewhere else now. So did you say 15, Jake?
Yeah. I rolled a 19 and a 4.
Ooh. With the plus 10?
Yeah. I have a dex. I have a single dexterity.
That is true. And what did you get, Celine?
Hold on, I'm trying to find the stats. There's no gorilla, but there's an ape. Do I do that?
Yeah, we'll call that the gorilla.
Okay.
A gorilla is an ape.
It is.
That is.
Not all apes are great.
Okay. So stealth would
No.
be dexterity. I got a 19.
Okay, good. I'll say all things considered, you're able to make it to the front door uneventfully. And there is a big old set of double doors. Some big old castle front doors.
Are they locked?
Yeah, but it would be from the inside because you're on the inside of the castle, so you can just unlock them, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I do that. I just wanted to know if they were.
Yeah, you unlock them.
Wait, before I open this door, is there like a gatehouse that has like next to the gate as some gates have? And then I could just walk through the gatehouse and then out that instead of doing the giant door thing that's dramatic and loud?
No, actually, not here. The gatehouse is out at the drawbridge, which is outside of the castle.
All right. Oz, you can't do silence, right?
What?
You can't do silence stuff, right? You can't do. I know you can do things silently, but you can't make silence magically.
No. But I can teleport through this door.
I could also teleport. Oh, no, I can't teleport with everybody though.
Yeah, I can just teleport myself.
Yeah, but I could only teleport either Neville or the gorilla.
All right. So I guess we're gonna open the door then.
I guess that's really the only thing left to do.
All right.
open the door.
I open the door.
I open the door.
The gorilla opens the door.
Gorilla opens the door.
You know, stereotypical
Oh,
castle,
Captain,
but
the captain.
but it's weird because it's in reverse. Because you're going outside into the sun, not like the spooky opening the doors into like the dark shadowy castle, and no one's waiting for you. So it's very anticlimactic in the reverse. So you guys open like, and I imagine like in all of those scenes, the door is like really wide open, and you guys like open them enough and then like shimmy out and then like shut the doors behind you. So not nearly as also dramatic, but you get out and there's like a front entryway and then another set of double doors.
Can we say that when we open these next set of double doors, that we do the heads? Because it works out height-wise very well. Because we got Oz, and then Rick, and then Clyde, and then on Clyde's back, Neville.
Yeah, sure, why not? You guys peek outside and you see what passes for sunlight in Barovia.
Nice neutral flavored daylight.
Shall we run?
Let's go quickly. Yeah.
Yeah, let's run.
Let's go find that first tree. Go.
Okay, so you guys run and you leave the castle. You're running all around. You get to the drawbridge, and the drawbridge is down, I guess, or whatever. You get to where you want to go, we'll say.
Cool.
Woo.
All right.
That was easy.
Great to be where we wanted to be, guys.
I always wanted to be here.
Well, that's good because that's where you are.
Oh, all right.
Everybody's happy.
All right, Neville.
And he's just
How
like,
do can we put you back together?
and he's like, that would be probably the ideal configuration. Yeah.
How?
So just like stick them where they're supposed to go.
All right.
Just don't mess it up. I don't know. Where did you want to be? That was the whole
Where
thing.
do we want to be, Clyde?
I don't.
No, where do we want to be, Clyde?
I don't know. Somewhere. Because we have to wait until dinner now, right?
There it is. I was like, we're not just making gorilla noises.
I'm put this outside so that I know.
Then you have to hold your hand like this the whole time.
I'm
It's so
sorry,
bad.
Jake.
It's the rules. It's how we all live, like humans.
Like, I was just asking for like a sum up of what happened. Like, we ran out. Did we teleport? Was that the plan?
We never got that far.
So we're just in the woods
Plan.
outside.
Well, where were you planning to go? You got in, got what you wanted, I think, and then got out. What was the plan? I don't think you guys planned this far ahead, but
No, we were thinking it wasn't going to work this well.
Well, no. Oz's plan in his head, which he didn't discuss with anyone, was that once we found the person who was going to help us, that we would just go and attack Strahd right off the bat. We got the number and the surprise, but we had to cut up our help into pieces. So now we got to recoup him before we go back in. So that's why Oz didn't have a plan.
Okay.
So we're in the
We look
woods, on
around.
the opposite side of the drawbridge.
Yes,
Yes.
right now.
I'm
where-
gonna become a person again.
Okay.
This is for the best.
okay, you do that.
Oh, sometimes I forget you're an elf.
So,
So what's the plan?
and he's like, well, I need some time to reassemble.
Okay.
How many times can we tree jump, Clyde?
Hold, please.
Because we have to be back here tonight for dinner.
Let's look.
Tomorrow night for dinner.
Up.
Okay. So we
Spell.
have time for a long rest.
Once. We can do it once.
So
Well,
we
also
have
a
time-
reminder that, in theory, if you're waiting, I guess through this you will basically gather that Neville can regenerate on a long rest, but he hasn't had a long rest, so he could take one right now and then he'd have it. I don't know how you guys are on resources, but if you wanted to leave and come back, you could. In
Okay.
theory. I don't know what your plan is, though.
Well, okay, question. Actually, I should read it. I shouldn't ask. I should just do it.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
just do it.
Self-service.
Well, okay, no, because I can't tell.
Yeah.
Can I use transport via plants? Like, can I use it out of a higher spell slot, even though it doesn't upcast?
Yep.
Okay. Then we can do it
3 more times today?
2, 3, 4 more times today, but that will use all my big spell slots.
Right, but we just need to use it one more time to get someplace safe.
Oh, then we're good. We're good. Where are we going?
Argynvost hold or back to Velgard Spire? What do you think?
It doesn't really matter because we could just come back.
Why
right
would
away, right?
Yeah, why don't say anything out loud, Clyde. All right, he's trying to get us to say our plans out loud. Just make a decision. Just go.
Okay.
All right,
We go.
Where you go?
we go.
I'm going to Velgard Spire.
Okay.
I
you,
pick up Neville and throw him through the tree.
okay, you do. And he's like, "Huh."
I went on the opposite side and catch him.
And he's like, "Huh." Hey. He's like a bigger dude, but I'll say Clyde's able to catch him. She's not super weak, so she's good.
Woo.
Yeah, so you guys are through back at Veilguard Spire.
I assemble him on a nice bed.
Okay, you do so. You take care to realize which foot is the left foot and the right foot, so that there's no really awkward stuff in the morning when he's walking all just weird. But yeah,
Backwards.
yeah, right. He's got weird back bending knees because you put him on backwards. Yeah. Yeah. So you lay him down on the bed. And then what's the plan?
Long rest.
Long rest, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I don't see any reason why I wouldn't want a long rest.
Okay, well, you guys still have to wait a little while before you can long rest because, you know, you had one. You can only benefit from a long rest once every 24 hours. But if you're just going to speed it up and go through it, that's fine by me too.
I actually don't even need a long rest. I am full health and have all my rages.
Oh,
So
Okay.
While we're waiting to be able to take our long rest, I want to look through the books that we have in the Spire and try and learn more about revenants and if we could / should bring him back to life.
okay. Yeah, you can go ahead and make me an Arcana check, I guess.
I am gonna stay awake the whole time Clyde is trancing,
Yes.
and then I'll go to sleep after that because I don't really need the full rest.
19.
Okay. So you do a little bit of research about revenants, and you're just looking more to see like if they should be brought back, or what was your?
If they can be brought back to life, how they can be, if you need to do something other than just a resurrection spell. Yeah, just like more info about them, I guess, in general, and then yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Bringing him back to life would kill him or something.
Gotcha. Yeah. So you would know, and this doesn't make a lot of sense to you, but you in the research that you find that revenants only have 1 year to enact their revenge from their time of death and rebirth. So, and then if whoever they're seeking dies or fails to kill whoever they're out against before time runs out, they crumble to dust and their soul fades into the afterlife.
Oh. So if he is a revenant and he helps us kill Strahd, he will turn into dust and go to the afterlife.
We're in a real conundrum here.
Help us. Oh, I mean, I guess you could bring him back after that.
I could?
Well, you also will recall that he talked about years of just...
Yeah.
So so either he's a weird revenant or he ain't a revenant. I would like to try while I'm in that tome, like whichever
sure.
revenant book I'm looking in, see if there are other undead creatures that he would better fit the description of. Because he wasn't a vampire, right?
No, he was not a vampire.
Yeah.
That was very clear.
Okay.
Okay. So, now that you kind of a slight... I don't know if Arcana or Religion is better for you. I think they're probably about the same, right?
No, Arcana's better.
Okay. So you can make another Arcana check, but you can make this one at advantage now that you have a slightly better idea of what you're looking for.
Boom. 18 plus 9, 27.
Okay. Yeah, so you're looking around and you come across... There's not a lot about it. It's actually pretty... there's not like a ton. It's kind of like almost... Not necessarily like a sidebar, but there's like a little bit of kind of unfinished information about something called a Hollow One.
Ooh.
But basically it is a little bit of relevant information that they have in here is basically it's interesting that they are not technically undead, but they do sort of register as undead to things that detect undead, whether it be like spells or abilities and things like that. They do have a harder time dying. They don't age.
So you're saying he's mostly dead?
Yes, which means he's a little bit alive.
What?
Okay.
But basically what happens is it's like a weird thing where their souls have sort of left their body, but it still kind of retains who they were in a way. And basically the void from when their soul left is filled with some sort of strange magic, and that sort of animates the body and keeps it alive.
Okay.
So registers still considered as, I mean, mechanically still considered a humanoid, a human,
All right.
but would register for things that trigger undead.
Okay. Does it say anything about how to restore somebody like that to regularness?
It does not.
I was hoping.
I'm assuming it'd be more than like a greater restoration or anything, right?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
How
Was worth a shot.
about when he gets back on his feet, we have him come to the prophecy room and see if the prophecy
Yeah.
breathes out when he touches it, and if it does, then we're good. And if it
Good
doesn't,
idea.
we'll figure it out later. Let's hear it.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
This is what fantasy juice is. Prophecy juice.
Prophecy juice.
Prophecy
Yeah,
juice.
we're running out of prophecy juice.
We're
Let's-
running out. That's why we're stumbling. Not stumbling, really. We kind of went through all that super smooth.
We're doing great.
We
Doing
need
great.
more of it to keep it going.
All right. You take your nap. Get ready for tomorrow. You, Oz, also take your nap. The first time I said you, I was pointing it at Clyde. Oz, you also go to sleep. Get your beauty sleep. We need you at top form tomorrow. I feel great. I'm just gonna wait for a while.
Okay. All right. So you guys will say time goes by and you all rest up, I guess.
Cool.
Get your long rest in. So everybody's all healed up and long rested. So yeah, I just wanted to point out, because I saw comments on it in the chat before, some people commenting about how like, oh, only like 15 to 20 viewers. What's that about? These guys should be way more famous than that. And one, well, thank you. You're super sweet. But two, as you can, I'm sure, tell, that Twitch and YouTube are very different audiences. YouTube is good for people who want to get like a quick fix of a certain topic, and it's usually curated and to the point. And Twitch, for the purposes of what we're doing, is a very long form media, and is not everybody's cup of tea. That's why podcasts are not 3 hours long typically, because they're not consumed in that way. Which also means that actual play content is probably best consumed stream, because then you're there when crazy stuff happens. But I feel like after the fact, unless you're a certain few, it's not as good. But you guys seem to like it, so thank you. And you know what? Evil Game will be coming back soonish. We're working on it.
We wanted to be back in person, where
Yes.
the charisma's at
Yes.
peak levels.
You guys aren't going to be able to handle what I'm going to.
You know what? I think I'd be able to handle anything you have.
It's going to be my cock.
Yeah, I understood that.
Anyway,
Anyway.
you guys rest up. So it's the next morning ish, or whenever the time your long rest actually triggers. What's the plan?
Get some food and then head over to Neville and see how he's doing and ask him, Neville, what's up? Tell us your story.
Okay, so you guys get some food. Rick is making said food.
Yep. We have a kitchenette here in the tower.
Okay, sure.
Like, next time we magically unlock a new floor, full kitchen.
Full kitchen. That'd be nice.
kitchen.
I don't need it right now. I mean, there's just 5 of us.
Fair.
All right. So yeah, you guys go.
5 of us?
Yeah.
There's only 4.
There's, no, there's 5 of us.
Who's the 5th?
That's not really any of your business.
Who's the 5th, Rick?
I'm making omelets.
Ooh, nice.
Rick, do you have an invisible friend?
No.
Do you have a make-believe friend? Do you have an imaginary friend? That's
Do you have the capacity to stop asking questions?
Never.
Then I guess you don't get an omelet. Omelets are for quiet people.
That's fine. I pour myself a cup of coffee and sip it at him spitefully.
No, I'm not paying attention. You just smell cooking onions.
And you smell
The
the
best
sweet
smell.
scent of bean juice.
I have coffee. I bought it in Dethair.
Yeah, but it's not magic coffee. Is
No,
it? Aha!
no, but it's basically magic when I prepare it. But I'm not gonna. I'm saving it because I only have a little left. Here's an omelet. Eat up, buddy.
Rick, you're slowly getting on my nerves. Also, I pull an omelet out of my pocket.
Oh man, it's not chocolate cake. Wild.
He said I can't have an omelet, so clearly I'm gonna make myself an omelet.
No, I get
All
it.
right, fine. I make Neville an omelet, and then I grab one of the good berries off of the stick.
Hey, Neville, do you?
Eat that.
Okay.
Yes, he says, if I can. Sure.
Yeah, have this.
He will eat that.
He's like back to being a person.
He's together. His
Are there
limb-
like scars or anything, or is he just like
No, they're pretty sealed up.
cool?
He's like, no, he's like, don't. It's not super. I can only do that once. That was a one-time thing.
All
like,
right.
never? Like
What?
you can never do it again?
Yeah, well, that's what once means.
Oh wow.
He's like, no, I can't. He's like, that was. I was hoping I would never need to use that. That was a one-time thing. Anyway,
Mhm.
omelet.
Are you okay that we made you use your one
Is
shot?
that- Yeah, I mean, what else
Okay.
was I gonna do? It's kind of.
Yeah, why wouldn't he be?
Fair.
Gotta shoot your shot sometime.
So I've heard. He's like, no, I haven't heard that actually. But that makes
I've
sense.
never heard it once.
Yeah.
Sean's I was just staring at him the whole time. And he's like, okay, so what do you want to know?
Well, first off, can you follow us to? Can you just come with us for a second?
Okay, sure. He gets up and
Take him to
follows
the
you.
prophecy room.
After
Okay.
you, Rick.
Why is that? All right, fine. I
Yeah.
walk backwards up to the prophecy room.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hard to walk backwards
Yeah.
upstairs.
You should probably watch where you're going, Rick.
Why
It's
should I?
to watch where you're going.
You've got a point. I've got several. I get
Yeah.
up to the prophecy room.
Okay, you do. And let's see. You see Clyde, which is, I assume, what you're looking for. A hero of light who fell in battle for choosing the wrong faction grays itself out.
Guys, team, high five. We did it. Prophecy juice. Prophecy juice. Come on, Rick.
All right, yeah, of course.
All right. Why are you being weird, man?
I don't even understand what that means.
You're being weird.
No, I
That- I
get
was pretty-
that you
yeah.
said that, but I don't know what that means.
Weird? You don't know what the word weird means? Do you have a
No, I understand what you said. I
Time
don't.
for this right now.
I agree.
Okay, so
I agree.
Neville, actually, you guys explain it. You guys that found me, so you explain it.
I
You
got
do
this,
it.
guys. So, Neville, tell us your tale. Wow, hero of light, choosing the wrong faction. What's that all about?
And he will regale you with the tale of his wonderful, promising paladin training in the studies of the Morning Lord, Lathander. He uses both names interchangeably, the Morning Lord and Lathander. And how he had a really good group of friends, and they were going out to try to take care of some bad stuff that was going on. He had a really, really good close friend who's also a member of the Church of the Morning Lord. And they all found themselves in Barovia, and they went to a house. They were following some other guy who was helping them out, and they went into a house, and they were trying to figure out what was going on with some little kids in the house. The kids were ghosts, and somebody died.
Oh, man.
And then the house almost killed them, and they all barely escaped. And then they met the devil. He tried to attack them while they were staying at somebody's house because he was looking for his bride. And somebody in their group stupidly let the devil inside. And then he almost
That's dumb.
and then he almost killed them. And then he left them for dead. Then they had a weird altercation with some people selling their kids to some old lady.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he says this is really.
Why?
Oh, they did it to buy pies, these dream pies, because that's all the people in the town would do is they'd eat the dream pies so they could just sleep through all the sadness, and they would sell their children to this creepy old lady who sold them in exchange for pies.
Oh.
I had those pies. They were good.
I told you we shouldn't have those pies.
Nice. Also, Rick probably would do that.
I would not trade a child for pie.
Not even your kids? You don't like them.
No.
Everything I've heard of your history, Rick, you don't seem. I mean, you left your family with another Rick, so.
That was after he just left.
After you also just left. So, like.
Now,
it's a fair assumption to think that you really liked those pies, okay? You guys were ready to fight me over one.
And you see, like, as you guys are having this conversation, keep talking about how much you guys were eating these pies, Neville gets, like, more and more uncomfortable, which is weird because, as I remind you, his skin is, like, a pallid gray and his eyes are, like, lidless, glowy white. But he looks like... he's not, like, he's more and more uncomfortable with the concept of these pies.
He's creeped out by us, but he's an undead monster.
Yeah.
So we should stop talking about the pies.
Okay, so yeah.
And he's
guys-
just like, the pies are people.
Oh!
I'm what?
Yeah. And he's like, I didn't...
You
well,
guys
what do you-"
ate so many of those.
He's like, well, let me finish my story.
Kids.
I didn't know we were going to have... anyway, so then he tells you the rest of the story about how him and his friends were on a mission to save this girl who's going to be the devil's future wife. And they were traveling with his brother, or her brother, to save him. And they came upon a windmill on a hill. There's absolutely no warning whatsoever of any kind in any sane semblance of the way that you would know to not go in there. They went inside. They were commented, he says, my good friend let everyone know that there were 4 fiends in the room. 1 in their room and 3 upstairs. And then this other guy, he just turns into a wolf, starts howling at the top of his lungs. Turns out, 3 night hags. They came downstairs and they killed us, all to the man.
Now,
And then they cut us up and put us into pies.
oh God. Well, here's a. So, if I'm not mistaken, 3 hags, that makes a coven, right?
That it does, yes.
Oh dear.
Or the deer.
So anyway,
And next?
Wait, so these are people in the
yes.
pies.
Yeah.
Oh,
They especially like making them out of children.
Oops.
Mm,
Really wish I didn't know how good kids taste.
I'm gonna,
Neville does not laugh. Ted
I'm
I
laughs.
gonna-
start gagging, just like.
Yeah, I'm gonna go throw up. I go throw up.
Yeah.
You
I
do.
didn't want to eat those pies.
You do. And then
Never again.
and
Never
he's
have another one. Just
Eh,
like this.
he says, you get the feeling. See, Rick, remember you were asking the old lady for the recipe on how to make those pies, and she told you
Right.
it was like her secret.
Yeah.
Know what the secret ingredient is?
Yeah.
Can her name be Victoria so that he knows Victoria's secret?
No, it's like
We already established it was like Magfelda or something.
yeah.
Oh, boo. Oh, well.
It was Morgantha.
Morgantha.
Oh.
That was close.
Yeah, it was
not
pretty good
bad.
actually. Anyway, so he tells you, and he says, so that's kind of where things seem to end for a while. And he said, I have a weird sort of, like, kind of almost out of body experience where I know some things that happened, but I wasn't there for it. So let me tell you what happened. So he says, a group defeated the devil. It seems like, and he kind of like, you corroborates the story that you guys heard that he went away and then he came back. And he tells you that his friend who died in the windmill with him was brought back by either the dark powers or the morning lord, he's not really sure, as a revenant, out of just the pure spite and willingness to come from the beyond to try and defeat this evil creature, which is, the devil. So this other, he never made it there, or he was embroiled in a fight somewhere else when the devil was eventually defeated by the other group of heroes who supposedly did so. And as you guys now know, the way revenants work is if your quarry is defeated, the body disappears and that's it. All done. So what he was able to do when he passed on was he somehow, it doesn't really know how it happened, kind of channeled that remaining energy from him to give me this body and bring me back so that I could live, since we all died together. And he blames himself for some reason. I don't really know why. It was really the guy with the wolf. He did the whole thing. But he has, for some reason, some inborn blame that they all died because it was his fault. And
Well, you can't take some of the credit away from the hags. I mean, they clearly did part of it.
And he's like, yeah, but he was just like a really, really good guy. And he kind of seemed to be in a more leadership kind of like, let's go this way, let's do that. That windmill looks like something we should check out. And he was kind of leading stuff. So he put a lot of the blame on himself.
Wow, sad.
Yeah, so he kind of, at that last moment before he was gone, somehow was able, I don't know if he struck a deal or whatever happened. But anyway, I'm here because of our loss and his sacrifice. So the weird part is I'm back. I can tell that I'm me. I have my memories. I have the memories of what happened that I just described to you. But everything's great, right? Like, sun is shining, the world is fine, there's nothing bad happening. So I traveled all around, looking, learning, meeting people, trying to figure out what was going on, what's happening. And he kind of will describe kind of key points, that like places and things that you guys have described. And it sounds like he had a pretty good life for 18 years here. They said he doesn't shows, and they said I didn't seem to age at all. Sleeping is kind of like I don't sleep as well as I used to, but I don't seem like I really need to sleep that much.
All right.
But yeah, for the most part, everything was fine. It was great to travel the world and see that even if it wasn't my friends who did it, that someone defeated this ultimate evil and freed these people. They were happy. There were smiles, festivals, and they weren't weird or creepy. The sun was shining, the crops were growing, everything was going so well. And then, I didn't know how to get home. I don't have that kind of capability. So I just made the best of my life here as best I could. And then one day, that dark mist started to come back in, eerily familiar to what I knew from before, what brought me here in the first place. And that the sun started to cloud over, and I knew something was going down. So I had met... He tells you how he had met Argynvost, great silver dragon and a leader of a group of knights of great power. And these knights, some of them fallen in battle, raised as revenants under some sort of weird deal. I don't know how silver dragons work, but they're there and they're his group, and they kind of were there to help protect, in theory, from anything that would try to harm this land, whether it would be incursions from other domains, which there were some, but nothing of importance. And I eventually I was going to make my way right there. That was my plan. Get there, join forces with them, and let's fight back. It seems like he's back, I got there, and it was just a massacre, just a disaster, and then I saw Argynvost was in his predicament. I don't know if you've seen him, but he's chained up and just a mess.
Yeah. It's still pretty bad.
And all of the soldiers, revenants or soldiers alike, were just gone. And he tells you that he went to talk to Argynvost, and between Argynvost's power and whatever strange abilities have brought him back, he was able to absorb the powers from the fallen revenants and knights there and sort of combine with them and gain strength from that.
Oh shit.
And he used that plus the little bit of armaments he was able to gather from traveling around and from Argynvost, and I made my way to the castle. I don't know how, but he was ready for me, and I thought he was bad before, and I can't describe the things that he was able to do. There are
a little.
and he was just like, so we encountered him before. We didn't, it didn't go well for us. But not only did he have the ability to sling all sorts of magic, whether it be, things like fireballs and lightning bolts and countering and dispelling my own magical capabilities, he would do this thing where he'd make multiples of himself. And I don't mean like illusory duplicates. Like, he would have other creatures in the room with him, vampires, werewolves, whatever, and he would cast a spell and make them all look like him, all physical creatures that look like him with different capabilities, so you don't know who you're fighting, which one's the real one. Not only that, but somehow this being of ultimate evil has gained the ability to smite with divine magic. Who would teach such an evil being the ways of divine magic? And not only that, he has some sort of mechanical, technological knowledge of weird devices and things that don't make any sense, things I've never seen before. Those chains, for example, forged from something in a means that I've never seen before. He has automatons. He has armor that looks just like skin, like it sits on.
That.
Yeah, I don't understand it. So he has all of this crazy magic from this realm and this land, powers and things he's gained over seemingly lifetimes worth of knowledge, plus strange technological based magic and divine magics all rolled into one. And it seems like he's only gotten smarter and more cunning after he's been defeated.
This, I'm going to be honest, this sounds pretty bad, all in all.
Yeah.
It didn't work out for me. You saw it happen.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay, yeah.
all right. So he was able to suck the life energy out of the other soldiers. Do you know why he didn't do that to you?
Yeah, what made you special?
I don't know.
Because,
No, that makes sense.
Hmm.
How would he know?
well,
Uh,
since
I mean,
you don't seem to be the same thing, like you're not a revenant.
No, not, I guess, in the traditional sense.
So did he
yes.
suck the energy out of the revenants? Did he also suck the energy out of the people? Did you get that, or were they all revenants?
The people that were... Oh, you mean the people at
The
Argynvost?
knights.
Yeah, the actual the living soldiers in Argynvost.
yeah.
I mean, it seemed like it was more just a massacre for the sake of a massacre. I mean, there's some of them had bite wounds and things, but he didn't turn any of them, if that's what you mean. Which seems kind of like an oversight, but I think it was just hubris. Like, I just gonna kill all... what are they gonna do? The dragon can't do anything.
Apparently not much.
Does seem
It's rough.
to hubris. All right. So it sounds like we're walking into a trap set by a more powerful person than we could possibly defeat. Prophecy juice!
And he's just like, well... and he says, well, two things. Maybe three, I don't know. One, I don't have any weapons.
Ah.
Oh, we
Or
got
armor.
her right downstairs. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
And he's
Here,
like,
have this
okay.
blood spear.
And he takes the blood spear and he's like, huh. Just seems like it fits.
It looks right.
Yeah, it does look right.
It fits.
And he says, well, I can't say that it's a huge... I hope that it helps, but just as you've got... I'm here, so that's one more that your group didn't have before. And in theory, I guess you have surprise?
I can also be a dragon. I don't know if that helps.
Right? Does he know... Does he...
But it can't hurt.
Oh, you're right. It did not. Ooh,
Does he know that you're coming? Are you plan? What's the plan?
We're supposed to have dinner with him.
Yeah, I'm Tatiana now.
Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems to be
Yeah.
Tatiana.
I think that's just the magic of this place. It's not supposed to.
Yeah.
It's tragic because the only way this place seems to know how to make him suffer is to make him not be able to be with her, and that always seems to be at her expense. Which
Yeah.
really, she just gets the raw deal,
Yeah.
or he in
And
this
then always
case.
did.
So,
Okay. Here are my ideas.
Okay.
One, we at least know what we're fighting. We know he's a vampire, so we
Yes.
can load up on whatever we can. We could try and make some steaks, grill some steaks. That's just for us.
Holy water.
Oh, maybe I can find some magic stuff in this bag of holding.
Oh,
We need some
maybe
magic armor.
But
Maybe-
here's my question to the group, I guess. We know he's gonna try and bite me eventually, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
What is there something I could
neck armor.
in my body
Shield right there.
add for him? Like,
I have a lot of garlic.
what if I just chug like 2 gallons of holy water? Like when he bites me, will that like upset his tummy?
What if you had a necklace made of crosses?
Garlic
What's
crosses.
the cross?
Garlic crosses.
You have to cross the garlic to braid it. That's
Yeah.
a garlic cross.
Ah, like a garlic knot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Rick.
Similar. It's
Guys.
vernacular. It's regional.
Rick, can
Let's
you,
do
can you
garlic.
have some garlic knots? Because now I'm like hungry.
Um,
And
I
really
don't
want some
know.
garlic
Do I
knots.
have- I could make garlic knots, but I don't have any tomatoes left. I
Oh,
couldn't make like a
I already ate
sauce.
breakfast this morning.
A spite omelet strikes again.
Spite omelet. Karma, that's what I get for being spiteful.
You know what? After everything goes well, we'll have garlic knots.
Okay, all right.
That's our celebration.
Let's how about this? I'll take Neville downstairs to the armory to get him all suited up. Rick, you check that bag of holding a couple times, see if there's anything useful.
Yeah, I'll dig through it.
Clyde, you're on sharpening steaks,
Okay.
making holy water. You
Yeah, figure out a way.
can do that, right? You're divine.
I don't know. I'm not. I don't know if I can.
Girl, you're divine. And then I go,
More like define. Ooh.
oh.
And then after I'm done, Neville, after we suit you up, I'm gonna send you to help Clyde, because with the Morning Lord Lathander and her weird druidy shit, between the two of you, I'm hoping you could get us some holy water. All right, everybody.
Yeah.
Break.
Break.
I missed
All right.
that. I'm sorry.
Fine, go do it. We're gonna do it.
All right.
Cool.
Break.
Okay. So you guys break.
Can I druid craft steaks? Like, is that a function of it? And
I
if
mean-
not, could it be?
Sure. I mean, I don't like. They're not
Flower
like.
adjacent.
Yeah, I mean, they're not like. It's not like it's like, oh man, that's the thing that immediately kills a vampire. Like it's like, sure. So yeah, you can make some steaks with Druidcraft. Why not?
She could just go outside and get some sticks.
Nope. She wants to use her cantrip. Let's let her use her cantrip.
All
No, I meant like
that's
get a
fair.
stick, like already have a stick, and use the druid craft to sharpen the end instead of using like a knife.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Why not? I'm down for it. I'm all for it. Go ahead. So you do that. Yeah, you can make however many as this conversation goes on.
I feel like I can crank them out faster with magic.
Yeah, hey,
Sure.
that's probably
Definitely.
realistic.
Soon there's
One action versus like.
Several actions.
Exactly. So, and I want to do it until there's like a firewood like stack
A bundle of,
high, like a giant, like the big piles outside that you cover with a tarp. That, but of stakes.
A cord.
a cord of steaks.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, cord of firewood.
Do you guys? None of you have Tinker's tools, right?
No.
Neville doesn't
No.
No.
No, he does not.
Okay. Oz had an idea, but I don't think any of us can do it.
Oh.
Okay.
Just retrofit a light crossbow to shoot stakes.
I could just make tiny steaks.
You
I
mean
mean,
crossbow bolt?
arrows.
Yeah, you could
but,
in
like, they're stakes, so they work better without the metal bit. What's the difference? Well, does an arrow count as a stake when killing a vampire?
I mean,
I think the wood has to be through the heart.
yeah.
If
So
you
I
shoot hard enough in the woods in the heart, then yes.
yeah, in theory, if you drive past the point
Right.
into the heart,
Why
then-
is that the thing that kills a vampire? Wood in their heart. You ever stop to think about that?
Have you ever gotten wood in your heart?
Can't say I have. Chuck has though, hard, and it is. We now live with it.
Maybe don't judge.
Yeah, you know the struggles. Can I roll a die for a magic item?
I was
yes.
also gonna say, could we maybe do a 5er? Because I need.
Oh, I gotta pee.
Sure. Yes. Okay. We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back, folks. Oh wait, we got an Oz trinket before we go. Hang on.
Woo!
Sean, go ahead and roll me a D. Whatever. I said 58.
You can't pee yet.
Oh, and Rick got one too.
Ooh.
You said it was a 63, right? Or a 53?
58.
58. So
Yeah, and then Jake a 45.
56.
All right.
Don't roll an 8. 56,
I
you
want
said,
to,
Sean?
though.
A wig that magically changes length, style, and color according to your desire.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
Ah,
Tatiana.
28.
How does hair look like?
20. You already got 20, Jake. Go ahead
Yeah,
and roll.
28.
28, sorry.
Yes.
Did you already have the championship wrestling belt?
I did, yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll again for me.
All right.
Don't roll an 8.
1, 2. Mm,
What we got?
11.
11. Do you have... I don't think you have the earplugs, no?
I don't think so.
All right, a pair of... I think Morg has these. A pair of weird white earplugs that play songs like Halls of Valhalla when you hit something. They can't be used longer than 3 hours before they need to charge themselves.
All right. I like those. This is great for cooking because I'm always hitting stuff while I cook.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. Anyway. Yeah.
Whenever I'm in a different realm, it just plays the immigrant song.
That's what I was actually thinking in my head. Yeah.
Aha!
Ahaha.
We're in tune.
Yes. All right. Anyway, we are going to take a short break. We will be right back. Hey, Internet, we're back. Welcome, new folks who just came out. Sorry, we were on a break. I haven't designed or paid someone to design good BRB like overlay screens for the stream. If you know people or you do that yourself, hit me up after this. I will gladly take that because I need to do that. Slowly improving the channel in every way possible. So, if you missed out what happened last time, the party had rescued Neville from Stroud's castle, and they brought him back to Veilguard Spire. They confirmed that he's part of the prophecy, and then everybody's on vampire hunting prep. That's where we're at right now. So you, Oz, were taking Neville to the basement, to the vault, to try and outfit him with some things. Rick was going to pull some things from the bag of holding, and then Clyde was sharpening stakes
Lots of steaks.
and preps for vampire hunting.
Yeah.
So, fun fact, Celine, I did some research while you guys were gone about vampires and wood. Some people, originally, kind of one of the things that some people have said is, one, wood is cheap. So it's easy to work and it's cheap. And most traditional vampire stuff, from what I can remember and from what I find, and similar to how they're handled in D&D, a stake through the heart does not kill a vampire.
Right.
It paralyzes a vampire. So you would use it to drive through the heart of someone in a coffin and then leave it there because they are therefore pinned to the ground and immobile. You don't want to do that with like a knife or a sword because then you lose your knife or your sword.
Yeah.
But wood is cheap and you can leave it in the ground and you're fine. I guess it does eventually rot and then the vampire comes back. But some
Modern
people,
That's good thematic story.
yeah,
Modern vampire hunter plastic stakes. Those
Yeah.
things never go away.
that's
Yeah.
true. Some people believe, depending on where you are in the world, that because Jesus was crucified on a cross made of wood,
Ah,
that's part of it.
Okay.
But then other people are like the silver comes. Some people, the times the silver comes from Judas, paid in silver,
Yeah.
silver, and that. There's a whole bunch of stuff depending on your background. Some there's like bamboo stuff, and the different types of vampires and undead from the different parts of the world.
Oh yeah.
Some is
Chinese
heart.
vampires are gross.
I think German is stake through the heart, stake through the mouth. Like that's part of it. And certain ones, it can only be certain pieces of certain types of wood. Sometimes you have to cut their head off with a gravedigger shovel. There's a whole lot of stuff. But
We'll
anyway.
try it all. We'll
yeah,
take
I mean, might as well, right? If you've got the time.
My favorite weird vampire lore is that they're obsessed with counting. So people would walk around with pockets full of rice, and if they encountered a vampire, they would throw the rice on the floor, and the vampire would have to count how many. Like it was an OCD thing. It had
Take that,
2,
nerd.
3.
like
that's
kind of where the count came from. It was a play on words, and there was a superstition about vampires counting things.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird stuff like that.
Mhm.
Thing.
Makes me think vampires aren't
Full of rice,
real.
guys.
Get your pocket sand.
One piece of rice.
Sha!
2 pieces of rice.
I'll get away.
Yeah.
Only a quinoa.
I mean that's smaller if you can count the.
Couscous.
You got to be able to separate the
Mini
grains.
couscous.
That's
Yeah.
the key. As
Right.
long as you can see them and they can separate, then I feel like you're in a good spot.
All right.
Those bags of 1,000 ball bearings, that's where they come in handy in the player's handbook.
There you go.
Vampires, gotta count 'em. Anyway, so
Don't take that from us, though.
yeah, don't, because that's
Bad
not
advice.
true. That's not
Yeah.
how they work in 5th edition. That's just us being funny. All right, so we'll start with Oz and Neville in the basement. So he comes with you down to the vault or wherever you're taking him.
Yeah. Oh well. Just don't we have just like a regular armory filled with regular shit?
You do, yeah.
That's where I'm taking him.
Okay, so you take him there.
Get him some plate mail. Get him a nice shield.
Okay, and he has the blood spear now.
He's got the blood spear.
Anything else you need?
Let's see.
Oh, what do you
Do you do magic? Do you know magic?
He says, I know some magic.
We have the Bloodstone spell gem.
I was gonna say, where are all those items that we couldn't attune?
I have the list up.
Yeah,
Did
so
you?
do I. Actually, hey man, we have this whip that does extra damage against undead.
Mhm.
You wanna use that? Too?
Sure, so there was a corpse slayer whip.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll add that to his in just a sec here. Your blood spear, Jake, do you remember, was it a +2 blood spear?
It was a +2 blood spear.
Oh, that's
'cause
me.
It was new and very cool, but not as cool as my great axe.
Okay. Yeah, he'll take the corpse slayer whip. He'll say, yeah, my friend, he used to use one of these.
Oh wow. It's like it's like one of those things, you know, like it comes back around. It's like
Like a
bait.
circle.
Bait.
Gotcha, yeah.
You never get them to flap right, you know?
And he's just like, oh, it's because whips crack.
Ah!
You.
We all learned something today.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's important.
Let's go see what Rick got you.
Okay, Rick, what you
All
got?
right. I'm rolling a d20.
Yes,
Okay. And then a percentile.
correct.
Okay. D20, 15.
Okay. I don't remember my own rules, so this is fun. Roll me a percentile, and I'm gonna figure it out.
80.
Oh, okay. Scrolling. Ah, here we go.
Aha.
So if this was 20... God damn, there's so many tables. I'm gonna just pick this table. I don't remember my own rules for this, so this is what we're doing in the moment. 80, you said?
80, yes.
Okay, it is... 80. Okay, these are gloves of missile snaring.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Garbage. I go to the next one.
Okay, go ahead, roll another d20.
Alright.
Yeah, they are.
Butts.
Just make sure you got those marked wherever you're keeping track.
Yeah,
You got it. A 17
Okay.
and an 82. So got a lot of spread here on my rolls.
Okay, that's a staff of healing.
Oh, cool.
Unfortunately, only usable by a bard, cleric, or druid, but super good for healing.
Ah,
I could use it.
You
I
could
would
use
only
it.
look Sneaky, but like
Yeah.
it's more sneaky.
It's 10 charges. Cure wounds for level 1 cure wounds is 1 charge. You can cast it from 1st to 4th level. 2 charges for lesser restoration or 5 charges for mass cure wounds.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
No, not this. I look for one more thing. An 11
Okay.
and percentile 47.
Okay. 47 is a potion of frost giant strength.
Ah, all right. We'll take it.
Sets your strength to 23 for an hour.
Nice.
Not bad.
What are we looking for right now?
We were looking for good equipment.
Anything for Neville, really. So he's got regular plate mail, a regular shield, and a blood spear. Did you guys have? I don't remember what else you had, but I think you
We
also
have,
left some stuff, but I don't remember.
We have a spellstone. You said he had some spellcasting?
I did, yeah.
He would have to cast the spell to put it in the stone for today anyway, so it doesn't really help us today.
Okay, what if like Clyde cast a low-level spell into it that he could also cast, and then that way
I think you have to be attuned when you cast the spell.
damn.
I think. I could be wrong.
Also,
Yeah.
Clyde, you could equip the Staff of Healing instead of that wand you've never used.
Yeah, you could have 2 staffs.
Two
Like
staffs.
there's no rule against
Yeah, it's true.
dual staffing.
There is not.
I mean, right
That's
now
a
there
good
is in
point.
life, but
I mean, if you're
Well, I
wielding
think
2
power-
staves, then you can't also use a shield, but you could swap as you need.
yeah, it's like, oh, I guess healing would be useful now.
Because the Staff of
Implication.
Wisdom also gives you other spells.
I wouldn't
You
be
seem
able
to know a lot about her staff.
So, Ted,
Yeah,
So,
I
Celine.
look into magic items that'll help us.
you're gonna
Oh.
say no, but I'm gonna ask.
I just don't keep track of this stuff.
So you know how you let me druid craft the stakes?
Uh-huh.
Can I druid craft the 2 staves to like intertwine so I can use them both but with one hand and still have a shield?
Not today.
So that is well beyond the purposes of druidcraft.
I'm aware. That's why I figured you would say no, but I figured it was worth it.
I'm not
It is a
saying
cool idea.
I'm not saying it's out of the realm of possibility.
Okay.
Here's what I'm gonna say. Okay, I'm gonna give you a couple of options. That is something you could definitely take some time, assuming you're alive, to
Fair.
make that work. I will allow that to be a
But not-
thing that you could do with time,
Okay.
with no chance of failure.
Okay.
I will say if you want to try and do it right now, before this fight with Strahd, you can do it, but there may be complications if it goes wrong because you're trying to do it quick.
I'll wait.
Okay.
I'm gonna still attune to it and de-attune to the Wand of Wonder.
Okay.
The Wand of Wonder saved our life like twice.
I know.
Yeah, but
Almost
it
killed us
also
a couple
killed-
times.
killed
But
us.
like extra spells, like it's extra spell slots.
No.
Feel like
I feel
so.
you.
I mean, so is the Staff of Healing.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying that about the Staff of Healing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
I
it's
gotcha.
healing spells, not just like random. Wow, let's see what's happened.
Like,
Uh,
I think the Wand of Wonder with the poison cloud is the reason that Flint died twice that one day.
Where
Yeah.
we found his girlfriend who turned out to be a bitch.
One time was an enemy, I think. But I think the second time was the wand.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think one of the enemies
that wand
cast.
also made that
It also made me
combat terrible.
I almost died that combat.
Yeah.
We all almost had that.
We're all
guy.
trapped in a very small room.
Yeah, with a stinking cloud spell. Yeah. Did you guys have any? I don't remember what other stuff. I remember you guys got a lot and sold a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't remember if you had anything else either on you guys or in the spire.
We got.
You might want to.
I mean, nothing great that he could use. We have a robe of eyes. We have a prosthetic arm, needle of mending, lance of certain death. Yeah, and then the things we just rolled. We could give him. We also. What's Neville's strength? Hey, Neville, how strong you?
And he's like, I'm pretty strong.
Like, out of 20.
18.
Okay,
No, pretty strong.
that's pretty strong.
Here, have this belt of Fate's Bane.
Oh, okay.
It's good. It'll help you if you do bad. In fact, you might do better the next time. Or if you almost do bad, you could actually do really well.
And he's like, that's a lot, but all right.
Yeah, it's just how it works.
All right.
Why did you ask, Sean? What did you guys? I don't know what you guys have.
Well, I was gonna say that. Oh, we have a potion of Hill Giant Strength and the new potion of Frost Giant Strength that we just got.
Gotcha.
So if his strength was, 16-ish, then I would have thrown him the Hill Giant Strength potion.
Do you all? All right. So was that it for pulls from the magic item bag?
For now.
I'm satisfied with that for now.
Okay.
Yeah. Would he be able to use the Wand of Wonder
Yeah. I mean, in theory.
if he wanted to?
Yeah. He's got one. He's currently attuned to the Blood Spear and the Belt of Fate's Bane, so he has an attunement slot left. So he can take the wand.
I just don't want to lose the wand.
Or something else.
Like I lost my butcher's bit.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, that was on you, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we could give him the robe of eyes.
Oh, okay.
Well,
What does that do again?
I'll just remind you, are you guys planning to use sunlight at all in this combat?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably not want to use the robe of eyes. Because it's just all, I think it's bad against like bright sunlight because it is just literally eyes everywhere.
Oh, Clyde.
Are there any spells I should like swap
Yeah,
that I'm unaware of because I don't know all the spells?
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You should switch your loadout for a high combat day.
So
Still gotta have the ability to get back to where you're going.
well, I have transport via plants. I have
Okay.
sunbeam, sunburst,
Okay.
whirlwind,
Cool.
shape change. I could probably take out find the path,
Yeah, probably.
right?
We got
Yeah,
the path right now.
Yeah. Do you guys have any suggestions of what to put in so I don't sit here for 20 minutes looking through all the spells?
Yeah, Neville's gonna swap some spells around too.
Okay.
Let me pull up the.
Let us all search through spells together for 5 minutes quick. Then it's more fun.
Ah, stay tuned, Internet. We will be back.
Oh,
No.
yeah. Do you have fairy fire?
No, she
No?
doesn't. She had
I-
the wand could generate it. No, the wand could randomly generate it, but the way it's written in D&D Beyond, it doesn't
Right,
say.
that could be handy.
It is also a first level spell, so you don't usually do too much of that.
Hmm.
Feeble Mind is a good spell.
Oh no, go away.
It's an 8th level spell.
I can just use D&D Beyond. I'm being so silly. I'm being
D&D
silly.
Beyond, folks.
I was gonna use the spell app that I have, but then I remembered they're all here.
It's never been easier.
It's always been harder.
I mean, those are all things that have been said.
Yep.
So, I'll see if this link works. Just as a reminder for anybody who's new, you can go ahead and check out that link to enter the giveaway for Mythic Odysseys of Theros, the cool collector's edition cover, as well as a regular edition cover, and also some dice. Runs for about a month. It's going to end the day before Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden comes out. And then I'll be giving away a copy of Icewind Dale Rhyme with the Frostmate. So really, just stay tuned to the channel because good stuff's coming.
Where is feeble-minded?
It's a 8th level spell. So it's up there, and maybe not as good as Sunburst, but
Also,
you can reduce their intelligence and charisma to 1.
here.
Ooh.
They can't do nothing
Interesting.
for 30 days.
Paco Power. I think, I don't know if you're on mobile, but if you're on a computer, you should be able to see a D&D Beyond overlay on the screen that will actually show you everybody's class as well as your ability to actually click on their character sheet and see all of that stuff. It should be on, it looks like it is, and it should be the right campaign, which I think it is. But Oz is a rogue, Clyde is a druid, and Rick is a barbarian.
Slaggy.
Yeah.
Daylight, 3rd level spell.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, concentration.
That's non-concentration.
Daylight?
Daylight.
Okay.
Wow.
Non-concentration, it lasts for an hour, and you could cast it on an item, put it in your pocket, and then he won't know that we have daylight. And like,
Just be like, yeah.
yeah, you pull out the fucking sun from your pocket.
Oh, very Frodo. I like it.
Yeah, yes, for those of you who don't know, the overlay is interactive. You can click, you actually pull up a full version of everybody's character sheet. You can see all the stuff they've got.
You can see how much health Rick has.
Yeah, and you can see all of their, you can see pretty much all their features and traits, the equipment they've got, pretty much the full character sheet. There's only a few things that are kind of closed off.
Yeah, we don't really like take our notes on there. That's all.
Well, I don't think the
Take
notes are.
on.
Do you think heat metal will come in handy at all?
Maybe. I mean,
No.
his armor is attached to him.
Because I was like, if I get rid of, but is his armor metal?
It looked
Is it
like
type of metal?
metal.
Because I was gonna say, I like, if I get rid of one more, then I can take daylight and feeble mind, and I feel like then I'd have a good, like a solid loadout.
All right.
Because the rest of my stuff is good combat stuff or like healy stuff. So
How many snakes can you conjure?
a bunch.
8.
That's the right answer.
Fair.
So I like that we have a butt ton of concentration spells lined up. So if you get knocked out of concentration, you can just pull out something else.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, all right, well, enjoy Sunbeam.
Yes. Because like I'm gonna keep all the.
Huh. Interesting. I'm just checking something because somebody brought it up and it's weird. I want to check something.
I'm gonna prepare you.
Fun fact. The daylight spell does not count as sunlight.
Oh.
No, just daylight.
I'm not.
Literally.
It doesn't. Sunbeam and sunburst both specifically say that they are sunlight, so therefore they are sunlight. But the daylight spell does not. I knew light and dancing lights were just light. That made sense to me. I guess if the
So
spell
we were
was.
cheating the entire Strahd with the drift globe.
I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, we were.
Oh. All right then. Cool.
I never bothered to look it up because it just made sense.
I was in for it.
Well, it just I guess it would have had to have been called. I didn't think about how technically the rule for 5th edition is specific beats general. So it didn't specifically say that it was sunlight, but other spells do specifically say that they are sunlight. Therefore,
It is not.
it just makes sense though. What a weird. Does it say it's the
Light
daylight
from
spell?
Day,
Yeah.
but is not from the sun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Light day.
It's like a really big ball
It's
of
like-
light. Got a big lantern.
Which is different than light.
Sunlight.
From sun. It
No,
just
no, yeah, and the spell light.
no. What it is? It's like those light therapy lamps for people who have seasonal effect.
Yep.
Where it's
Yeah.
like it's daylight, so you get like the
Here's vitamin D
things
somehow.
you need from the sun.
Vitamin D.
Yeah.
I
It's
don't know
like-
if that's but yeah. It's like that, but it's not actually sunlight.
Yeah, it's like a daylight bulb, but not a UV bulb.
Okay, let's do it.
That's so dumb. I hate it, but
I switched Find the Path and Ice Knife for Fairy Fire and Feeble Mind. That is what I did.
okay. Everybody else all good?
Yeah. Also,
I also attuned to the 2 staffs. So like in the middle of combat I can like swap.
Like it.
let's do it.
All right,
Okay.
I'm ready.
I'm
Just
set.
check.
Should we walk there to save the spell slot?
Yes, I feel like we should use the transport via plants as an escape.
Okay.
Should we bring a tree with us?
My staff can turn into a tree.
Yeah, but then you'd have to leave it behind.
Yeah,
As an escape, though, it could work as like a
I was gonna
last.
say as like if it's life or death, like I'll give up the staff to save
Yeah.
everyone.
But
I'm not that selfish.
let's hope that doesn't happen because I love this staff.
It's great staff.
Great staff.
Oh, you should make us sneaky if we're gonna walk there, though.
Oh. Why? Why with the giggle? Why
I,
would you
I
do
like being
Giggle, giggle.
sneakier, you know.
Rick, I feel like you're going down a dark path, and I
I'm
can't follow.
trying to, because I'm trying to be sneaky.
Fair.
If I want to sneak on a light path, Oz could sneak on just path of sunlight or daylight even, and you couldn't see him.
Those are all true statements.
Those are
But I don't know about me.
Yes. All right, let's get going, gang.
Yeah.
Stay ahead of us.
Let's keep going. Rick,
Uh,
after you.
What?
After you, Rick.
Yeah, Rick, you're the leader
What's
today.
after me?
Let's
Wait, why am I the leader today?
We rolled for it earlier when you were cooking breakfast.
Okay.
and Neville's just like, you roll? Nah, never mind.
Yeah, it's worked out okay, kind of.
All right, let's go.
I'm new to the group. These are the rules that were set in place before me.
Clyde, you gotta
What?
cast your sneaky spell on everybody.
Shouldn't we wait till we get closer to the?
Nah, can't you just keep doing that?
Can I?
Yeah, indefinitely.
know, it's your
No, it
thing.
doesn't use any charges. It's free
Oh,
all
it
the time.
doesn't? Never mind. Yes.
That's why I was always shocked at the lack of using it in the I mean, I guess you just didn't sneak too much.
I'm the leader, so no, this is not a sneaky group.
No, I meant in the old campaign. Like,
Yeah,
you didn't
that's
really
what I
sneak
meant.
too much.
We were not a sneaky folk.
But I mean, a plus 10. But whatever. That's neither here nor there.
All right, so we start sneaking toward the castle, and by sneaking I mean walking.
Sneaky.
Okay. Everybody makes stealth checks, I guess.
Is it dim light or darkness?
How long is it gonna
What
take
time
us-
are you guys setting out to get there? That's a better question.
Well, how long is it going to take us to walk there?
I don't know.
We just
You're going straight from Veilguard Spire. Yeah, I don't think you're going to be able to walk there from Veilguard Spire. Because it's way the hell over on Yester Hill.
All right, so I guess we'll have to transport via plants.
All right, then we'll do
Oh.
that.
Let's get there sometime this morning. I don't see any reason to get there any other time except for the morning.
Yeah, I didn't know if you guys were planning on going in, before dinner time, or like, oh look, we're here for dinner and we've brought guests, blah blah blah, or if you're just like, we're coming in, look out.
Do you want to try to sneak in?
I
and
like
surprise him?
saying, well,
Steaks. Wah.
there's stakes, exactly. So the stakes are very high. So if we want to just go in and surprise them, that's an okay plan, and I understand that. But there is a certain amount of surprise in doing exactly what's expected of you.
What?
I like it.
See, we can't just do what we're expected to do, right? Because he'll expect that.
Yeah, he
So
will.
we can't go to dinner on time,
No.
which means we have to go early. But
Yeah.
since we have to go early, he expects us to go early, so we
Yeah.
actually have to go at dinner time.
Yes.
But
You're
we show up
creating a picture of
fashionably.
us.
correct on time. Perfectly on time.
Let's do it. I love this plan, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Okay. And Neville's just like, okay. What you guys are? Yeah. All right. Let's go.
All right, this is a great plan.
Also, I can transport via plants more than once in a day.
Yes.
So, like, because I can cast it from a higher level if I need to later. So, like, it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, but spell slot.
I listen. I'm not
It's
arguing.
the only way we're
that.
gonna get there today, though.
Yeah, so we
That's
got.
true. It's the only
got
way we're gonna get there on time. Did
All
I
right.
do anything special to like get himself ready for dinner?
He's got that wig now.
Yeah, I I asked what Tatiana's hair looked like. I asked Neville.
I'll tell you, it was red hair,
Okay, what length, what style?
and he'll give you all the specifics. Even though you saw that picture of Tatiana on the wall and it looked just like Oz, like a handsome woman, Oz.
Ooh.
Like I said, like if we face apt Oz as a woman, that's what Tatiana looked like in the painting in Strahd's castle.
I'm gonna put on the wig and make my hair the same shade as hers,
Okay.
but like a artful. It's gonna like a pompadour. I'm gonna have a pompadour, but
A lady's pompadour?
no, a full-on pompadour, but it's gonna be Tatiana's red hair. Yeah, that's Oz's move.
Alright.
Just confirming, Neville is using the Wand of Wonder or not?
Yeah.
Well, no,
yeah,
it's Clyde's. You choose.
I was gonna say, Neville, are you gonna use it?
And he's like, I don't know, maybe.
Now I keep it.
All right, no, he's not using the Wand of Wonder. Then.
Oh wait.
My wand of wonder.
That's fine. It's yours. I'm not gonna make any
Yeah.
assumptions for you.
Anyway, here's Wonder Wand.
Maybe.
Maybe. It would have been the thing to save us, but now we're gonna die.
Well,
Celine won't share.
okay. So, question for the three of you. We're about to potentially roll, maybe, into combat with Strahd.
Oh.
I'm saying we are. Yeah, go ahead, Sean.
So I'm double checking the robe of eyes. And I think we should give it to Neville.
Okay.
So the thing you were talking about with light, a light spell cast on the robe,
Oh,
or
okay.
a light spell cast within 5 feet of the robe, causes you to be blinded for a minute. You don't even have the daylight spell prepped, and it just says those two specific spells. So sunburst and sunlight should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, I agree, based on the same logic we just used.
Yeah.
All right, so then we'll say Neville had the robe of eyes, and we'll have him.
Ah,
Yeah.
Cool.
Let him dark vision out to 120, advantage on all perception checks, never rely on sight. He can see in all directions, and he can see invisible creatures, objects, and into the ethereal plane.
Okay.
okay. Rick feels very uncomfortable having somebody with this many eyes around.
When you look at Rick, one of them definitely blinks. One of the robe's eyes. Like, you're like, nah,
At you.
no.
All right, Neville.
No.
If you see anything funky, you let me know right away, okay?
And he's like, all right. So here is my question for all of you. We may or may not be getting into combat with Strahd tonight. I'm going to say probably not because it's so late. If you guys get there, that's just going to take a long time. But do one of you want to control Neville in this fight?
Ooh.
Not it.
I don't think we know Neville well enough.
Well, that doesn't mean that you can't control him, but I guess I can agree with.
Well,
yours.
he might decide to do something funky in a combat sense that otherwise, like, maybe one of us wouldn't make that decision. I would be okay controlling him, though.
I would prefer you to control him because then you roll for him.
All right.
That's the real. Can we choose you?
You can.
We choose our friend Ted
Woo!
to play Neville.
You fuckers. We'll see. I haven't officially landed on whether or not I want to control him or I want to just say, nope. Too bad, assholes. You control him.
I control him if you don't feel like it.
Yeah, same.
No, I know. I just have to.
He was my Neville at one.
He was. You know, that's true.
That is true. He's Jake's
You actually controlled him the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like that I answered my own question. I feel like
I
I like that more. So you will be the controller of Neville.
Neville, the guy who never did anything helpful.
That was before he.
so hard.
He did
try hard every time.
He really, really did, and it just did not go well for him.
Poor guy.
I know. I feel bad for him.
Like me.
That was his biggest downfall.
Yeah, which is bad because I rolled like Strahd that whole campaign.
Yeah, that's also true. All of those are true statements.
Yep. All right. Neville, stop looking at me.
And he's just like, okay. And like one of the eyes like winks at you. Or blinks, you're not sure. They're all separate.
What am I thinking? Stroud's gonna recognize you on sight, right, Neville?
I would think so.
So here, we got you the rub of eyes. I'm gonna take off my wig and I'm gonna give it to him, so he has a nice new hairdo.
Nice. Okay.
And can we get him? Can we get him to look less?
Dead.
I was gonna say dead. Can we get him to look less dead?
Dead seems like the right word.
I take. Are good berries red?
Sure.
I'm gonna squish it and try to use it like rouge on his cheeks.
Actually, if I remember, I think they were multicolored because I think you used them to paint.
I did. They were rainbow.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm gonna try to give him like. Can I mix them to try to get like skin color?
Sure.
Should I go for it?
No, I think we can make that like an herbalism check, but I think you're an accomplished enough druid to be able to make.
I mean, I was trained by Bob Ross in painting, so.
That's true. You did take a very little time learning from Bob Ross. Yeah. So
I feel like I could accomplish this. So I'm gonna try to like make up him to look less dead.
Okay, I will say make me, I guess, we'll call it like an herbalism check with advantage. So it'll be your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency bonus plus the d20 roll.
Okay. What's my proficiency? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. So that's going to be 25.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good. It looks, you could definitely do up his cheeks and stuff, so he definitely looks like not pallid gray. Not sure what your plan is for the eyes that are like vacuous white glowing orbs.
2 eye patches. Sunglasses.
We could do 2 eye patches.
Do you have
he has the rope of eyes? We'll tie a
blindfold
around him. Yeah.
Nice. I like it. Very cool. All right. Yeah. All right. So you guys give him a blindfold, and now, he looks less. Less dead.
I could just give him these glasses that allow me to see through 10 feet of smoke or fog.
No, you need those. He can already see that.
There's so many eyes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, he looks cool like this. Look at him. Stop looking at me. Look at him.
It's a good look. It's a good look on you, Neville.
Yeah, it doesn't actually look bad with the spear and like the armor and just like the blindfold. Just there's no wind, but it's.
I think you're entering into a beautiful new chapter of your journey, and I'm excited to be here with you.
You look like a person who looks a lot.
All the eyes look at Rick.
So Neville.
Yes.
When this is all over and we kill Strahd, do you want us to try and like make you alive again?
And he's like, well, I'm not really sure what that would do, but I'm okay with what I am. But I do have a question.
Sure, man.
If I help you defeat the devil, can I ask a favor of all of you?
Yeah, I guess.
What?
I guess it really depends on the favor.
Yeah.
Can we go to that windmill and kill those hags?
Yeah, hell yeah.
See, now,
Yeah.
well, I don't know if we'll have time.
Yeah.
If we have time, maybe we'll just be going. I can't say for sure.
We also need to save the world.
We're gonna make the time. We're gonna do it.
Yeah, but maybe we'll just there'll be oh, hey, it's time to leave, and then you can leave. But if you don't leave exactly after you kill him, you can't leave.
Last time it took 18 years. We can take 18 minutes and kill a bunch of hags.
Okay.
I start walking.
Okay.
Oh wait, no,
Rick.
we're going in a tree, right?
I don't know what's up with Rick, but I'm taking control. This is
Okay.
he's being squirrely, so I'm gonna take the reins. We're gonna
Okay.
show who the real power behind this team is.
I'm Team Oz.
All right, thanks.
Welcome.
Also, if I start acting odd because Stroud's around, tug on your ear twice. Boom, boom.
Boom, boom.
Yep, that's how I know I'm doing something weird.
Cool. Cool.
You're my spotter.
Cool.
All right.
Boom, boom.
Let's go through a tree.
All right, you guys blue skidoo right on over through this tree. And you make your way to whatever tree you have near Strahd's castle.
All right.
So, your move.
Let's go to the front door.
Time to go to the front door. Yes.
Going to the front door. Is it dinner time? Did we establish if it's dinner time?
It was all over the place on what the plan was.
There was none, Ted. You should know this at this point.
I
We're
know.
gonna show up at dinner time. That's
We're
the plan.
jumpers, Ted. We don't make plans. So yeah, we show up for dinner.
Oh, okay.
Exactly on time, or are we sneaking and trying to bleh?
Nope, exactly on time because that's what he won't expect.
Precisely as the gong dings.
And also, I mean, I don't feel like Strahd's gonna be unprepared if we show up early. Like, he controls the whole realm.
Right? I'm pretty sure he's been watching us this whole time. So
Yeah, I feel like it's when we show up, he will know we're coming and he will be ready.
yeah,
Whenever that is. So why not be on time?
exactly. It's only polite.
Exactly.
Okay.
We show up on time.
You show up on time with an unexpected guest.
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah. So you guys are greeted at the door by a woman.
Oh, I would have ritual casted Find Familiar.
Okay.
Not, I can't ritual cast because I'm not good, but I would have used one of my spell scrolls and cast Find Familiar.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. And you will see a woman answer the door. And she will say, "Oh, good. You've come for dinner. Please allow us to serve you for dinner." And she gestures to lead you all inside.
I lean over to Neville and say, I don't like that phrasing.
Yeah, that's.
And as you begin to walk, she almost kind of floats along the floor. And as you're walk halfway down the main kind of hallway, another woman joins you by your side. And she says, "Indeed, it will be quite an interesting meal." You just continue onward.
Lady.
What's your name, ma'am?
One of them, she says, "My name is Anastasia."
Ah, it's beautiful as it is complicated.
And she says, "You're too funny." And she just chuckles a little bit.
Ha ha. That's true.
And you can see as she smiles and chuckles, there are long fanged teeth
Ah, yes.
in her mouth.
How long have you guys known Strahd?
And you hear a chuckle from behind you as a third woman has joined the group. And she's just like, "Oh, we've known our dear lord for quite quite some time. We love spending time with him. He's just the best.
You know, we get a lot of vagaries around here. Is that like a cultural thing? Everyone just says like a while or a long time or some time.
And she's like, well, time is kind of a bit of a
Circle.
well, I mean, I suppose, but
Well, it's a flat circle.
we've been here for a long time. Our lives are extended. Who can keep track?
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that a question?
I guess not you.
Not the retort.
Would anyone be able to?
I mean, we are vampires. Our lives are forever.
Notes.
Right.
Yeah.
On board.
Cool. Elf. Similar.
In a way, though you will expire.
Oh, I will expect
Eventually. But,
eventually, but like more so than.
and he says, we are
Been
eternal,
there.
and we love to serve the Lord Stroud. We are his brides, and the three of them. They say that all in unison.
Oh, ladies, we're gonna get to know each other very well.
They don't seem to like Oz that much.
Ah,
They seem to kind of have like a little chip on their shoulder every time they address Oz for something.
They both bitches.
Yeah, a little bit.
They don't like who's number one girl in town anymore.
Up.
so what's for dinner tonight?
And they say, our Lord has had the servants prepare just the most wondrous spread of all kinds of things from lands near and far, and it's hopefully, perhaps, we'll have something that will be to your liking. All manner of meats and breads and grains and everything you could possibly. He really pulled out all the stops for tonight's dinner, and that they're all like at Oz, like when they're like, whatever.
Totally.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Totally.
Well, and they're, as you're talking, they're kind of again like kind of almost gliding along with you as you're making your way through the castle. And you guys, you're not sure the path. This path is relatively new to you as you're traveling, but some things start to seem familiar, and eventually make your way to that great, that kind of grand hall where there was that moldy cake that was like super old, and they found the lute in there, or the mandolin or whatever it was.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks completely different. It is beautiful, restored. There's no broken windows, no moldy cake. It's warm and inviting. It has just this, and it's just the smells, so many different wonderful foodstuffs, just all assaulting your nostrils in the most pleasant of fashion. And you're like, oh my God, that smells, oh, what is that? I don't, like, you just hit by one scent after another. You do have that. You get like, oh, fresh baked bread, and then there's like a nice, like a brisket smell, and cooked onions, and it's just all these and they're like, what is the cake? Why doesn't it even fit in this? But it smells great. And you could just see that it is long table that you guys saw is set, and there's only, let's see, there is 1 for Strahd, 3 for his brides. And there's 4 place settings for the 4 of you.
I'll find this.
4 of us.
Rick,
Yeah.
you smell any magic going on?
Yeah.
Culinary magic, yeah.
And there are carafes of wine, and there are casks of ale, and there's all sorts of amber and clear-colored liquor bottles all along. And you can see that there are servants there. You recognize that they, too, have fangs. And they are attending to bringing out the food, and they're kind of standing by, like, serving table. Like, there's a ton of food on the table, but then there are also serving tables off to the side with other additional foodstuffs. And there are, like, a lot of stuff that you recognize from, like, not necessarily from home, but from other worlds, different kinds of foods and different, like, regional dishes that you wouldn't necessarily see. You've got, like, you know,
Is this dinosaur?
it looks like, yeah, it is. Like, there's a nice, like, dino rack of ribs there, and then there's, like, over here, there's, like, beef and broccoli and lo mein. There's, like, Chinese style food, and you're like, oh, look, there's, like, fajitas and tacos and Mexican food, and it's all different, like, there's no cohesion to, like, it's not like this is clearly one type of meal. It's like seemingly anything that he knows of from his travels throughout the world and his time as lord of this land, but then also whatever he thinks Oz might like. So it's everything.
Do we see the man of the hour?
Oh, he's at the head of the table, and he's standing, and he's just like talking, like whispering to his servant. He's swirling a big glass of that wine. It might be blood. You're not sure. It's definitely a red liquid, and it's viscous. Maybe it's wine and blood mixed together. Who knows?
That's fancy.
Nah, it's probably just wine. And he's just like, wonderful. My guests have arrived. And he says, thank you. And he looks to the 3 ladies who escorted you for bringing our guests all the way here. You are truly just... will be a wonderful evening with all sorts of delicious food and storytelling. And I just cannot wait to spend more time and to get to know... And he's walking towards you as this is all happening. And just get to know all of you. He's going a little Christopher Walken out of nowhere. But and he grabs Oz's hand and he kisses Oz's hand. And it's like delightfully cool, his lips, as they touch your hand. And he backs up and he's just like, shall we eat?
Yeah.
Can Clyde make it like an insight check to like see if there's any like shenanigans happening?
Sure.
Because like we were here before and it was all like gross and dingy. You don't just turn around like that. I mean, he has magic, so like maybe, but like.
He's trying to make a good impression.
Sure.
Right.
Go ahead and make an insight check.
All right. 16.
Okay. It's definitely you don't feel like it's an illusion.
Okay.
Because like you touched things and they were there. You did see chairs and things.
Okay.
But you don't feel like it's illusory food or illusory setup.
Okay.
Yeah, there may be some shenanigans going on. You're clearly pulling shenanigans.
Oh, well, of course.
So, you know, you look and you look at the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And there were tapestries and there were like a broken glass. And now there's like some other, like, it's really like, you know Oz relatively well. Mm. So it's definitely like a fanciful dinner, but you also feel like this may have also been potentially catered slightly different, like arranged that might be more Oz-centric. Like there's a ton of food in a variety of styles, and seemingly, from what you could tell, no end to any of these. And there are like, you know, there's tapestries and paintings and classic Gothic things, but then there's also like, I don't want to call them tchotchkes, but like other things, tchotchke type stuff on the walls. You're like, oh, that. And then you look over on the table and there's a bowl of mozzarella sticks.
All right. Cool. I'm going to eat the mozzarella stick. Or I'm going to take the mozzarella sticks and bring them to the table with us.
Okay, you do. And eventually, yeah, everybody comes and the servants come and they'll pull out all your chairs for you to sit down.
Thank you.
And he has Oz seated much closer to him. Like, the ladies that are there with him are all on, like, the opposite side. Actually, he has all of you seated, the 4 of you on either side of the table. Like, he's at the head, and then it's, like, Oz and whoever, and then the other 2, and then the 3 brides are on the, like, beyond you, and they look just pissed about it.
Sure.
But they're all like, they have it like it's behind their eyes, but they're very good poker faces, and they're all smiles and laughing and stuff like that.
So, what a spread.
And he's like, well, only the best for my guests.
That is something.
Cool. So, Strahd, I had a question for you.
Then he says, go on.
So, last time we met, you called me by a name.
And he says, I'm sorry, I was just flustered. That is all.
No, I was just wondering who that person was to you.
He says, that was the love of my life from another time.
Oh.
You remind me so much of them.
What happened to them?
It is a tragic tale of... He says, well, let us not spoil our dinner before we discuss
I agree.
such
this
tragic
is very sad.
and sad.
Bad for the digestion.
This is more of a let us have some food, maybe have a few drinks, and then if you so are interested, I will tell you the story of my beloved Tatiana.
Let's jump into this meal.
Does he look away wistfully?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he absolutely. And he said, and then he shakes his head and he comes back. Well, and he's got his servants. His vampire servants are coming around. They're bringing food and wine and whatever you guys want to eat. And if you are partaking, it is amazing.
I'm definitely partaking.
It is so good.
Gosh, this is
Here.
absolutely fantastic.
Dump it right in.
Yeah, and like I said, imagine what you want. It's pretty much like I said. There's no cohesion to theme. It is like any type of delicacy that he's found or type of food of a different people or different region that he's been able to recreate here, whether it be from magic or with cook staff.
Turkish delights.
Do they have actual spicy paste? Like, does he have wasabi?
He does. You don't know what it is.
I don't
but
know.
sushi?
You guys could find it.
Oh, does he have sushi?
Yeah, why not? He's got sushi because he's got standard, like, I guess you would say, like, Chinese fare, beef and broccoli, lo mein, sesame chicken, orange chicken, whatever. A lot of chicken. I don't know. But then he's also got, he'll have like sushi and sashimi and like edamame and wasabi and things like that. Yes, Paco Power, there is just like a couple of pizzas, like cheese steaks, French fries and, whatever.
So since there's anything here, I'm gonna assume that there are those dumplings that have the soup in them.
Oh, soup dumplings. Yeah, juicy buns, 100%.
It's one up. Be like, yo, it's Strahd. I'm like you.
And he's just like...
And I suck it dry. Ta-da!
He doesn't miss a beat, and he's just like... raises his drink.
Oh.
He actually seemed amused.
There might have been like a crack of a smile on the corner of his face.
So, Stroud, I was meaning to tell you about this lady in Barovia, the town of, so she was selling people as pies, and I think that's wrong.
And he's like, do you mean Morgantha? Well, that is what hags want to do.
That's a hag.
Well,
I mean, you may have seen her in a different form of what her true form is, but
all right.
The people that are happy
I just
with their
think
pies.
if you're gonna feed children to people, you should at least have to have a disclaimer.
And he says, I will take this advisement under
That's all.
serious
That's
consideration.
all. Honestly, this stuff's not children, right?
No, this is
Okay.
what I could find from all of using as much of my powers and things as I could to provide
Just a
whatever
little
it
bit
is,
of this and that.
whatever I've gathered from. I've traveled and seen many things. So
That is fantastic. What do you call
you
this?
see, there is soup in a bread bowl, and it tastes remarkably like Nona's soup from Nona's because he's been to Waterdeep.
This. I've had this soup before.
And he's like,
How did you make this?
and he says, well, I did. I've seen a great many wonders, and well, at the time, I was just merely, I guess, a child looking for enjoyment.
Oh, so you had Nona's as a child?
Indeed.
I didn't have it until I was already an adult, and I felt like I was missing on so much.
It is wonderful.
So, you grew up in Waterdeep.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
That is true that when you say a manner of speaking. So what's your family like?
And he says,
Yeah.
well, I had My dad was he was a character, let me tell you. Always with the smiles.
Ah.
And the love for Muhammad.
Those are
Nice.
two things.
Those are two
Good
things.
guy or
Oh, I mean, he defeated me once.
oh, really?
Yes, when I was, well, it's a complicated story.
I guess
But
so.
he did defeat me at one time in my past. But
I had to fight
then he
your
raised
dad.
me, and now
Oh,
I'm here.
so
Huh.
you had to fight the guy who was gonna become your dad.
Well, I didn't
That's
know
awkward.
that he was going to
Yeah,
become my dad
yeah,
at the time.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean,
Nice.
I suppose.
That is an unusual.
And his associate taught me all sorts of means of magical craftsmanship, the likes of which most people had never seen. The real thing for puppets.
That's a little
Automatons,
creepy,
creatures made of metal that could act upon their own free will.
Weird.
huh? You know, where I'm from.
Very,
that's
very
totally
useful
illegal.
for certain applications.
Oh,
Sure.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally illegal where I came from.
Well, then I would not share with you the secrets that teach you how to do so, because that
Good.
would...
I'm not supposed to know.
I don't want to offend you and your culture.
No, I appreciate that. It's very, very civil of you.
I do
you
my
have, like,
best.
a book that tells you how to do it?
A book of making automatons.
Yeah.
I mean, there are such tomes if you look for a fast track, but no, these are all crafted by my own two hands.
Yeah.
I find I find now more than in previous existences, I find more joy in working with my hands and building things and creating and I've learned just I had been here for so long. And as one gets older and older, you become accustomed to using whatever means necessary, servants and magic. But for 18 years, I was just what I thought was a normal person. And then I felt the call to come home. Here I am.
So
I feel
that
like
was just like a.
Similar thing, but on a different kind of level, you know?
No, but please tell me more. I'm very interested.
You know, like I had my beefs with my dad too, and then I went on like some adventures to try, and I felt like I was just a normal person, and then you know, and then we talked a little bit, and you know, now I'm here, you know, so
Perspective.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, it only takes seeing what other people have gone through and other things along those lines before you truly learn what it is, the stock you came from, and the abilities you have, and what wonderful, powerful things you're able to do with the means that you have. And I've learned so much. So much.
Are there things that are worth more than the means you have?
What are you getting at?
I mean, you know, you have all of this stuff and all of this power. Is that it? I mean,
he says, well, no, there's one thing that is more powerful than all of these things combined.
so you would give up those other things for this last thing?
I mean, if that, and he looks and he looks right at Oz and he goes, well, of course I would. Love is the greatest power of all.
Called it.
He says, that is, no matter how much power and strength I gather over my long existence, there's one thing that has eluded me. The thing I wanted the most. So I've been gathering means and strength in the hopes to one day be able to overcome this obstacle that has prevented me from achieving my true love. And he looks at Oz, and you can see those girls are just like one of them like snaps like a metal fork in half, and then just like sticks it under the table, and then she just like goes back to eating.
Well, Strahd, about that,
Go on.
You are a very well-known guy in these parts.
He says, comes with the territory.
Yeah, so we actually asked some people, and we were talking about some things, and found out about some stuff that happened. So I'm gonna have to politely decline and dagger attack.
Oh wow! All right.
Here we go.
So I guess next time we will roll for initiative on this fight against Strahd von Zarovich and his vampire brides, his vampire servants.
Let's go.
So tune in next time for the epic showdown of
That's right.
conclusion of Evrand 93.
Nice.
Which will be 94.
To be fair, as a villain goes, a lot more exposition than we usually give him.
Yeah, I'm impressed, and I'm trying to make him more human, because he was human for...
Sure.
Like, he's been undead for a long time, but then he was real human for a real short period, but for 18 years he was a human.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Now we're back to being a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it humanizes you slightly.
Yeah, no, it's cool.
So, anyway, thank
Very
you,
nice.
everybody, all the new followers and everyone who's come out, new subscribers and whatnot. We really do appreciate you all coming out, and it seems like you're still coming out and following and subscribing. We have grown about 300 followers here on Twitch in the past 6 to 8 hours, which means we have blown past 7,000 followers on Twitch, which is just nutty.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're coming up on 7,200, which is just wild. So I will be back here tomorrow night streaming Rod of Seven Parts, where I am a player. My friend Jordan with the Silent PH runs the game. I am trying to talk everybody out of going into a demon-infested area because kind of is our fault, but it's not really. But it kind of is. And they're calling it a demon heist, which it's not, because we're not stealing any demons. And I tried to make that point too, but we're trying to sneak past a whole wave of army of demons to shut a portal to stop them coming out. And as much as I try to tell them, that's great, but then we got to get back out. So we can sneak past all of them, shut the portal. We're stuck inside with all the demons. And nobody's thinking ahead.
Yeah, you got to shut the portal from the other side.
Yeah, well, they don't, whatever. I'm really fighting against it, but they're really not letting me win that argument.
That's what happens sometimes.
Yeah.
Hey, it is what it is. But anyway, we'll be back next week with this game, continuing on, and then let's see, where's that? That's the 18th, and then, folks, we are currently slated for August 25th, our return to form, where we will return in person.
Yeah.
For the continuation of Evrand back to our old setup. We're all in my D&D room. That is the plan. Assuming nothing happens and nobody gets sick in the meantime and everybody passes their temperature tests on the way in the house.
That would be the worst.
That would be the worst, right? So yeah, we will gladly be doing that, and then that means once we're back in person on a regular schedule, we will not with Pat TJM6. And then so I mean, long story short, Pat has moved on to other ventures, so it'll just be the three of us. We'll eventually be possibly filling that slot with someone, and then that means Evil Game will also return at some point. So we'll be there for that as well. So anyway, be sure to check out the giveaway. I'll throw a link in the chat. If you missed the beginning of this episode and you want to catch it again, I'll rerun it right after we're done here. Giveaway runs for a month, and I will be contacting the winners of the Waffle Maker and the cheap D&D minis tonight, so be on the lookout for that. All right, thank you all so much for watching. Oh, you know what? I want to run the credits because we actually have credits to run. So let's see if this will work here. Credits. Play credits. Let's see. Here we go. I'm thinking there's going to be a bunch of these. So we'll let our Star Wars credit crawl go. Oh, man. You're not kidding. That is...
Oh, wow.
That is a lengthy list of who's... So we're still on just follows. We haven't hit subscribe yet. So thank you. Wow, again, this is just, there's so many of you. Look at this, is everyone who has just followed in tonight's stream only.
That's
That is
crazy.
wild.
We're still going, folks.
You know what? Thanks, everybody.
Thank you
This
all, really.
This is unprecedented support. and
Yeah,
we-
it's still we're still going with follows at the moment here. We haven't stopped yet.
This has never happened before.
No, it's not like this, it hasn't.
No.
It does feel good.
It does that. Now we're at the subscribers and resubscribers, just the two during the length of the stream. But that was a list, huh?
Hell yeah.
Anyway,
Very cool.
thank you all so much for watching.
Bye, Internet.
We'll see you next time.
Love you. Mwah.